The reason why women and men aren't connecting is because the women of today are very smart, educated, funny, gorgeous, beautiful, just all of the things. Great communicators, great support systems, everything. And the men of today are incels.
Maybe your standards are just too high. I'm a 30-year-old single black female prioritizing gut health and protein intake. I can squat 250. I've written 2 books and speak 3 different languages. In the last 6 months alone, I've created 4 different applications and 2 different programs across the iOS platform. Not to mention, I started diversifying my financial portfolio at 23. You wear skinny jeans.
And every time I see women like this who start rambling off their qualities on what would make them a good partner and why they shouldn't settle and all this stuff, it's like y'all are pitching yourself to other women because y'all are naming a bunch of shit that women care about. And ladies, it seems like no matter how many times y'all are told this, y'all just do not listen. Y'all never listen, and y'all's rebuttal is always, well, men are just intimidated by a woman who has more than him. And you know what? I'll go ahead and play devil's advocate. Let's just say that that's true. Men are intimidated by a woman who has more than him. That's why women don't settle for a man who has less than her. Okay, got it. So what about the other men? The entrepreneurs, the CEOs, the doctors, the lawyers, the real estate owners, the men who have more than you, who have also wrote books and speak 3 languages and all of that. Why do those men not want you? No, let's really talk about it. You don't want to settle for the guy who has less than you. You have all these qualities. You're not settling for anything less than those qualities. Cool. Perfectly fine. Have that preference. But why doesn't the men on the other side of the spectrum, why do they not want you either? The men who are on your level, so to speak. You can't claim intimidation now. Because if he has more than you, what is he intimidated by? Why are you in your 30s and single with all these great qualities, even without lowering your standards? You know, it's almost as if he don't give a fuck about any of that. If men cared about any of that shit, you'd have a man. But y'all be single. The things that are going to make a good impression in the professional world, those are not the same things that men are going to look at.
We hear women come up and talk about how successful they are and how intimidated men are, and they never say a word about their character. And I just can't help but think about how turned off women get when men lead with money and lead with accomplishment and end up having nothing but unavailability and coldness and lack of emotional development, because that, unfortunately, is what it takes to succeed in certain career fields. You can look it up. And for some reason, women think that the success that they've amassed has somehow happened without them becoming devoid of a lot of the personality and relationships that men are devoid of. And they flex their accomplishments and money the same way men do. And somehow, we make it different every time.